Guys know how to show up. Thank you for coming here during such a difficult time where I know that okay, thanks for coming. I know it's a difficult time. We're outside today because there's no lights inside and they weren't able to accommodate this meeting inside today. So that's why we're out here. We wanted to have an opportunity for everybody to come together so we could give you as much information as we have at this time, and to also come together and help each other get through this. As you know, this storm caused the worst damage recorded in the history of Seabright. The ocean and river collided, causing record flood levels on the side streets and the west side of Seabright. For those of you who live on the river side of Seabright, think 92 nor'easter plus a couple of extra feet of water. On the side streets, the houses are standing, so I don't want everybody to panic. You may have seen photos and videos on the internet. The greatest devastation was caused by the storm surge coming through. Most of the beach clubs and the beach structures are damaged beyond repair, and in some cases, they're gone. The good thing about this, I guess, is that the beach clubs did protect most of the homes on Ocean Avenue, so that the surge, however, did come through and affect the ground floor businesses on Ocean Avenue. Those are probably the pictures that you have seen on the internet. Numerous people stayed behind despite a mandatory evacuation order and urgings to leave. Our fire rescue department did an amazing job rescuing the people who tried to self-evaluate and got trapped. The bravery that our emergency service volunteers showed in the face of life-threatening conditions is nothing short of extraordinary. We owe them a great debt of thanks. And they are still on the ground working in Seabright. Our council has been through the town, and we stand here ready to answer your questions after this meeting as best we can to give you what we saw as the extent of damage to the various properties. The purpose of the meeting today is to get right into it of where we are right now. Our priorities are number one, safety. When the storm came through, the gas lines in Seabright were badly damaged. They were broken in some places underground. In order for New Jersey Natural Gas to come in and repair those gas leaks, they first have to be able to get to them. With numerous gas lines broken and still leaking, there remains a dangerous risk of explosion. Right now, there are literally mountains, feet of sand and debris on Ocean Avenue and on the side streets. Crews are working overnight to clear the way for New Jersey Natural Gas crews to get in there and start repairing the gas leaks. We expect this is going to take 7 to 10 days. This means that you will not be allowed back into Seabright. No one will be allowed back into town until this has been completed. As I said, we expect 7 to 10 days. In addition to the gas repairs, many structures were affected by the flood and a property-by-property inspection must be undertaken to make sure that the buildings are safe before you're allowed to re-enter them. I know this is not what people want to hear. Some need medicine. Some are worried about pets. Others have extraordinary needs that require them to get back into town. We will work with you to accommodate each of these as best we can. We will go back in ourselves if we have to retrieve your things. But we cannot at this time allow anybody back into Seabright lest we risk explosions like they had in Mantoloking. And we don't want to further compound the problem with explosions and fires. That is why your access to Seabright is still restricted, as well as everybody else's. During this time, security is being provided for your homes by our local police who are on continuous patrol. In addition, officers from the county prosecutor's office, sheriff's office, and even corrections officers are on site helping to provide security for your homes. Today we added a new component, which is a marine patrol. Because despite our efforts to keep the borders secure, people are still slipping in. Photos are still showing up on the internet. Reporters are still sneaking through. Our chief had to add patrols to the beach, even, to keep the borders secure. By the way, I'm getting all the bad stuff out first. So also, in addition to the 7 to 10 day delay for getting back into your homes, we expect a service disruption of New Jersey Natural Gas. It's not clear how long this service disruption will be taking place. Today we were advised that the gas lines from Mantoloking to Seaside were so compromised they were being abandoned, and it's a 30-day minimum time period for reconstructing those gas lines in Mantoloking and Seaside. Ours is not that bad. At this time, we were advised that they plan to cap the gas lines in North Beach, and in South Beach, a street-by-street process to restore gas service will be undertaken. Did I say that correctly? Okay. In addition to that, every property is going to need a new gas regulator. Once they go underwater, they're no good, and it's a very lengthy process. And we will have a better sense of exactly how long the gas disruption will take once the crews are actually in there, and they can see house by house what to find. Finally, in addition, because of the large numbers of people who stayed behind despite evacuation orders, after the storm was over, search and rescue teams had to go house by house to search for bodies. They also search for bodies and hazards. So you will see some forced entry into homes in the neighborhoods where people were known to have stayed. They also spray painted X's on homes that were checked. So in addition to the water damage, you may see some additional damage that was caused after the storm, but that was for the search and rescue effort. There were so many people who stayed and tried to self-evacuate that we didn't feel comfortable not doing the property-by-property check in those neighborhoods where we knew there were still people. So, where are we from here? Jersey Shore chapter of the American Red Cross is helping to provide relief kits and cleanup kits for us once we get the go-ahead to go back into town. The borough is compiling the FEMA information that you will need in order to provide your claims and obtain temporary housing assistance. At this time, I would advise everyone that they should, in fact, register with FEMA They should contact their insurers. And if you can, please make plans to stay elsewhere outside of Seabright for as long as you can, in order to have the crews get access to the town and your homes to make those repairs.
I would think that they can answer some of the damage doors on the first ground floor.
Reed reminds me that there was a third reason preventing access for people returning to their homes, and that is our sewer pump station. Those are gas fed. The generators are wired to gas. So with the disruption in the gas flow means that our sewer system is not at this time operational. Our public works are working very hard along with Councilman Lobiondo and our engineer Floor to work on workarounds to get that sewer station back online, even without the New Jersey Natural Gas Service. If anybody wants the number for FEMA, I'd like to announce that right now. It's 1-800-621-FEMA, F-E-M-A. You can also go online to assistance.gov. Ask for assistance.gov and register right away. Yes, what are the numbers of FEMA? Yep. Okay, I'll re-announce that in just a moment.
3362.
3362. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ask FOR for assistance.gov.